Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and on this one, we are going to take a look at an interaction that everybody's least favorite, Chili DeCastro, has had with a larger YouTuber named GunnarTV. Now, I did not know about this interaction. I happened to have YouTube playing while I was editing earlier, and an older Penguin Zero video came on where he is talking about Chili. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll listen. I'm up. What's going on? And I kind of fell down a rabbit hole with these videos, and I absolutely love them. So I wanted to share them with you. First and foremost, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So again, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
And then I said Gunner, more like no funner. Sorry, I should have known my audience, I'm sorry. Police audits, what's that? Well, police, and audit, a methodical examination and review. If you live in America where we've had issues, it seems like something on paper that pretty much any reasonable person would be okay with. And you're calling that obnoxious, Gunner? That's what you want to run with? You sure about that one? And yes, I will, because these audits aren't what you might think they are. Much like this mustache on my face, it might seem like a good idea at first, but the results end up being pretty gross. Police audits refer specifically to recorded interactions with police where the person filming audits the officer's knowledge of the laws and their constitutional rights as a citizen. However, the person filming often doesn't know the laws or their constitutional rights as a citizen.
They're asking that you be trespassed.
We need
him trespassed.
You tell them the Constitution gives me the right to do this? They
don't
have the right to violate my rights. My right is to exercise my rights.
I'm sure you've seen these videos before, usually of just the dumbest sounding person endlessly screaming about how they actually have the First Amendment right to not get kicked out of the local Carl's Jr. Sir, you're harassing customers and filming on private property without permission. The owner has asked you to leave. We have to escort you out of here. I'm sorry, I thought this was America. Typically,
he gives just such a spot-on description of frauditors. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Typically, though, these videos involve a person inserting themselves into a police interaction and trying to get a rise out of the officer to, I guess, hopefully violate their rights. While I'm sure some of these are done by good-hearted people genuinely trying to call out bad police behavior, more often than not, they're done by egomaniacs trying to farm views off of unfounded outrage. And no one is a worse offender than a YouTube channel named Delete LAWZ. Ugh, LAWZ, gross, yucky, oh, get him out of here. I got a bad taste in my mouth of LAWZ. I hate laws so much, I don't even follow the laws of spelling. Throw a Z on that law. Your move, fascists. Anyways, Delete LAWZ is a channel run by a man named Chili DeCastro, who is truly an unhinged individual with the sole purpose of just being a nuisance.
You're a wuss. Lock your door! Be scared, copper!
Techline versus Danforth, dunce cap.
Don't tell me what to do! You don't have dominion over my freedom of liberty of speech!
I think the best way to show you just how awful these videos are is to jump straight into one. So let's watch Eat My Shorts, Copper. Bad cop tries to solicit a trespass against me. Hashtag unconstitutional, hashtag audit. With the thumbnail reading, biggest dunce cap copper of 2023. Never mind how he talks like a bully from Sandlot. Let's check out this interaction because this cop must have been pretty out of line to get that hard-hitting title.
Got 1, 2. This copper right here too. I don't see the reason why to shut down their gas station, but yard deal with cops.
So Chili has gotten out of his car at a temporarily shut down gas station that appears to be an active crime scene. 3 to 4 cop cars and 2 individuals that look injured at a glance, but Chili asserts, well, it's cops, so I guess I just shut down the gas station for funsies.
Yard deal with cops. You know why they have to shut down the entire gas station?
I know nothing about the situation I'm walking into, but this is bullshit. It appears there's another gas station open right across the street, but Chili's gonna make this non-issue everyone's problem.
You think you guys need to shut down the gas station, or can we get to the pumps? I mean, there's plenty of parking over there.
Can you just kind of move back?
Oh, I know I'm fine recording. It's my right to record.
Off rip with the First Amendment rights line drop. I think that might have been a world record. At the very least, a PR. The cop didn't even challenge his right to film. He seemed pretty respectful of it, just politely asking for some space.
Can you just kind of move back?
Oh, I know I'm fine recording. It's my right to record.
But I just need you away from my personal area right here. Thank you.
Oh, I could.
You know, Chili's videos are kind of hard for me to watch sometimes just because he has so much hatred inside of him. It seeps out of every pore. every word out of his mouth. He is just so full of loathing for anyone in a uniform. It's creepy and it's scary in a way. You know, if you were around in the late 80s and the early 90s, if you remember the term going postal, that's where I feel like Chili is heading. He is going to one of these days blow his top, and a lot of people are going to get hurt. No one can live with that much hatred and not have some kind of consequences. It's going to happen at some point.
Oh, I can stand wherever I'd like. I can stand right here if I'd like to.
Fuck you, asking for personal area space. Go fuck yourself. It's my constitutional right to be a dickhead.
Right now, you're in our scene area.
Actually, I'm not. This is a parking lot.
I'm
trying to get gas.
I need to do work. I have weapons on me.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Yeah, you walk around like G.I. Joe loser, bro. We know who you are.
Fine.
You're
But
marked.
At the same
We know
time,
who
that's
you are.
fine if I'm marked or whatever. That's
You're
fine.
marked, bro.
But I
You're the
can't have
enemy of the
near
people,
my
bro.
weapons while my back is turned. I'm
Eat my
doing
shorts,
work.
copper. Don't tell me what to do.
If you could do me a favor,
Do what
please
you're gonna
do.
do and see how it goes.
Go ahead, bro. Tase me. I don't even care. Go ahead. Arrest me. Shoot me. Shoot me right here. I don't even care. Do it. G.I. Joe loser. Eat my shorts. Which have got to be the lamest insults I've ever heard.
You walk around like G.I. Joe loser, bro. We know who you
that's
are.
fine.
Eat my shorts, copper.
And the officer is being nothing but nice to Chili despite being berated. That's fine. Call me G.I. Joe loser. Okay. I'm marked or whatever. That's fine. Enemy of the people. Sure. It's just I'm doing work. I have my back turned with weapons, and you might be, and from this interaction probably are, a disturbed individual that might reach for them.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have my back to this guy.
Oh, stop it. I'm a journalist. 800 videos, you. I'm standing here recording you.
Shut your door.
Yeah, shut your door.
And here you get a sense of what I mentioned earlier, that the goal isn't to expose police misconduct, it's to needlessly provoke a person doing their job.
Did you lock your door? This just locked. Did you just lock your door? You are such a. You just locked your door. What a. You are such a. You locked your door. The guy with 2 cameras is gonna attack you. You are such a wussy, bro. Lock your door. Be scared, copper. He's so scared.
God, you're such a pussy. Yo, get over here. Fuck me up. Beat the shit out of me. Use excessive force on me. Like he wants him to do that. This is no different than the YouTube pranksters I've talked about before who desperately search for any and everyone that they can label a Karen. When typically, no, you are the problem, you are the instigator, and you are the Karen. Now, to be clear, just because someone is provoked, it doesn't automatically justify a violent response, especially from a police officer, but that's not what happens in this video. The officer gets back in his car and ignores Chili while he threatens to sue him.
Yeah, shut your door or you'll get sued, dude. I'll ruin you. You don't know who the hell I am. I will ruin you, dude. This is what I do for a living.
I'm a piece of shit for a living, you got that? I'm always annoying people, constantly. The grind never stops. I do this around the clock. I'll sue you for something, buddy. And finally, we get to the title of the video where the other officer supposedly tries to solicit a trespass.
This is what I do for a living.
Step away while we're
I'm gonna
doing
stand
investigation.
right here.
You can leave
I'm
our
gonna
scene.
stand
Yes, you
right
can,
here.
sir.
I'm standing in the parking lot. I came to
Sir,
get
would
gas.
you like me to
and you
trespass
guys,
this individual
you
from your
can't
property?
trespass me. Honey, you can't solicit a trespass. Go ahead, let's follow it. Let's see if you're gonna get sued. Look it up.
Okay, we're good.
She's trying to solicit a trespass from owners. It's illegal.
Okay.
Tell me the statute in Nevada where this tyrant's trying to solicit a trespass.
I tried to look, Chili. That's not a statute. There's statutes about trespassing in general, but nothing in Nevada state law specifically about an officer soliciting a trespass. Even if you consider what that was soliciting. Maybe there's a federal law I'm missing. Who knows? Chili definitely doesn't.
You wonder why people don't like cops. What you just did is illegal, honey. You can't solicit a trespass from an owner of an establishment. That's not how it works. I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Oh, whoa! Didn't know we had a constitutional law scholar on our hands here. You just cited Nevada state law incorrectly, but apparently you're a scholar of sorts now? Side note, patronizing as fuck to call this officer honey over and over again, but never mind that. What is a constitutional law scholar? Do you have a law degree from an accredited school, or are you currently practicing law? Well, none of the above. You see, it's a self-appointed title.
I don't have any more education than anybody here. I have a education from Google and YouTube. I don't know anything more than anybody else. I just know what I learned online, and then I connected the dots of all those different things.
And this brings me to my biggest problem about Chili DeCastro, and it's his fundamental misunderstanding of how law works. Going forward, I'll be making points referencing laws and the broader US legal system, as I'll need to debunk some of Chili's claims. Now, I'm no constitutional law scholar, but neither is Chili because it means absolutely nothing, so I figure we're on even playing field. I might get some things wrong in which which case you can angrily let me know in the comments that I'm a huge dunce cap and I should eat my shorts. Here I go. You see, what Chili does time and time again is he'll cite case law, also known as common law, which is law found in Supreme Court case opinions. And he'll use it to let officers know that they are infringing on his civil rights.
Sir, you are in
I'm doing what? I'm talking to you? There's no investigation. You've ended it.
We have a criminal in the back of the vehicle who has rights. So
Rodriguez
please
versus
step
United
away.
States, 2015. You cannot extend a traffic stop or any kind of criminal stop to deal with another person who's simply exercising their First Amendment right.
Okay, Rodriguez versus United States 2015. Let's Google it. And wouldn't you know, it pretty much has nothing to do with what he just said. The case ruling is actually about how the police cannot extend a traffic stop for a K9 unit dog sniff without reasonable suspicion. I'm sorry, Chili, I don't see any dogs around, except that one inside of me. But he tenuously uses this case to say, you cops can't even engage with me right now because you're unlawfully extending a stop. Even though what's happening is not a traffic stop, he says it applies for criminal stops too. It doesn't, it's specifically for traffic stops. Also, the case is talking about extending a stop for the same person, nothing about dealing with another party. And again, it's about how they can't extend a stop for a K9 search without probable cause. His explanation is so far removed from what the case actually says and how it can be applied that it's embarrassing to get this wrong for someone who constantly claims to be a constitutional law scholar.
I have on the back of my shirt, you can't see it, but I'm a constitutional law scholar, case law scholar. I've been doing this for 20 years. Now you just meet me because I'm a constitutional law scholar and I understand the basis, the fundamental of law. Or you can call me constitutional scholar, or you can call me guy who files lawsuits. You know, I'm not just a YouTuber. I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Like, I kind of want to know where the constitutional law scholar first came from. And the reason I'm saying this is because on the stand during his recent court case, Chili said that it was a moniker that he adopted because someone else called him a constitutional law scholar. I want to know who that was. Or did Chili perjure himself because he made it up himself? He's the one who decided to call himself a constitutional law scholar. Did he perjure himself because he knew how sad and pathetic it really was? And he decided, well, if I say that someone else gave me the name, it's going to sound better. I really want to know. I want to know who first called him a constitutional law scholar with a straight face. That like they had to have meant it seriously. Because I can't see anyone actually meaning it seriously. But I want to know who legitimately called him a constitutional law scholar. Because if not, and he made it up himself, he actually committed perjury on the stand.
Law scholar.
Like, if this is your job and what you do for a living, how could you be so confidently wrong about something that's so easy to fact check? And you're arming people with the wrong information who then might get into these encounters and try to use it. Anyways, this video ends with the police taking a suspect into custody from the crime scene they were investigating and just ignoring Chili while he continues to yell at their cars.
Better lock your door, bro. Better lock your door. There's a guy with a camera here. Quick, lock your door. Coward.
Coward, get out here and publicly execute me, bro. You won't. And eventually they leave. Walk, drive away of shame. Right. I keep making the joke, but like, what do you want them to do? Hit you with their car? It looks like something happened here. People were injured, someone was taken into custody, and you think it's shameful that they left after they concluded their business? Isn't that what you originally wanted? Didn't you want them to leave? I digress. Delete LAWZ YouTube videos are all copy and paste of what you just saw. Chili going up to police officers in the middle of duty where he knows nothing about the situation and inserts himself in for no reason. And look, there are plenty of legitimate issues to have with the US police and the institution, and if you want to make your voice heard, right on. But these videos aren't a fight against injustice or police misconduct, it's a man-child stoking conflict out of routine police encounters. Take this video, for example, where he pulls over on the side of a highway to start filming a traffic stop. Yeah. Immediately, I call bullshit. You're telling me that while going over 60 miles per hour on the highway, you were able to look over and quickly deduce that this driver was distressed, so distressed that you just had to pull over? But continue.
Can I help you? You know him? Can I help you? Can I help you? Okay, why you stop?
Excuse me?
Is there a reason you stop?
I'm doing my job.
What's your job?
to film you.
Right. Is there a reason you're stopped?
Tech Lines versus Danforth, 1942.
Is there a reason you're stopped?
I'm a constitutional law scholar officer. I have
So
every right to
what's the
stop
reason you
wherever
stopped
I
in the
want.
shoulder?
I can stop anywhere.
No,
I
you
want.
can't.
Tech
It's
Lines.
emergency stop is a disabled
We
vehicle.
don't have to yell at each other, officer.
Okay, well,
So
I'm going to give you a ticket.
You
all right?
can.
I'll
but
be
you
right back.
Pop into your phone real quick, though.
And that is what it looks like to epically own a cop.
You know, the frauditor definition of what it is to own a cop, yeah, I don't think that word means what they think it means. I really don't. I don't even bother reading the titles anymore because the titles are just absolute lies to begin with. But anytime I see one that says they own a cop, I'm prepared to laugh.
This is a ticket for how much? I gotta pay $400? And you gotta love his on-screen text retorts that he wishes he said in the moment. Education throws the drone off. Drone? Data doesn't compute. I guess in this one, at least Chili wasn't off-rip antagonizing, but he did already break a law. Yeah, you're not allowed to stop on the side of the highway except for an emergency. It's kind of dangerous. Ah, but Gunnar, are you not listening? He's citing case law. He has the constitutional right to park on the side of the highway.
What's your name and badge number, copper? Tech Line versus Danforth, dunce cap. You don't have any right to do
Officer
anything.
Rezai with the California
you're a
Highway.
dunce
Do you
cap.
want my name or not?
Tech Lines versus Danforth,
Do you want my name or not?
1942.
Tech Lines versus Danforth, 1942. First off, it's Tech Lines versus Danforth, 1943, but whatever. An ancient Mississippi Supreme Court case where a judge ruled that since 85% of the Mississippi highways didn't leave room to pull over, that the state statute that specified you must leave at least 20 feet distance to the left couldn't reasonably be enforced without being unconstitutional against your right to travel. So same thing as before, Chili is extrapolating from a very specific court case and opinion and just making up his own laws around it. I can stop wherever I want, actually. It's my constitutional right. Yeah, I could park my car in the middle of the freeway, get out, watch it explode in a violent crash with many fatalities, and I'm good. Good luck suing me. George Washington's got my back. But the court opinion doesn't say you can stop on the side of the highway whenever. It's very specific about there still needing to be an emergency to stop. Now, if you didn't understand any of that reasoning, it doesn't fucking matter because we're in California, not Mississippi. Case law from another state Supreme Court has no bearing whatsoever on the state you're currently in. So when I talked about his fundamental misunderstanding of law, this is a prime example. And yet being so wrong, he moves forward and calls his friend to send him a picture of his trifold.
Send me a picture of Tech Line versus Danforth to my 2445 number.
What is a trifold? I'm glad you asked. This is a pamphlet Chili sells for $25 that has a bunch of Supreme Court cases you can reference, usually incorrectly, when arguing with cops. And it's printed on indestructible paper. Sure it is.
Yes, I know he looks so disappointed, but at the same time, I've watched that like 7 times. I'm not gonna lie.
You all right, man? Sorry that got heated. He was just being a jerk. No reason for it. I literally just pulled over to film and do my job, and he doesn't understand the law. But most of these guys are really dumb. Most of them don't know the law. He dresses up like a cop, but he doesn't know the law.
How deeply ironic. It's one thing to be using law incorrectly from the wrong state, another to do it with law you can't even remember and have to ask your buddy to send you your SparkNotes version of it, and it's a whole other thing to do both of those while asserting that the cop has no idea what the laws are. You say this is your job. Learn the laws.
The backup is here for the guy with 2 cameras. How you doing, officer? Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sure, Officer Covello, 21875. Do you have your ID? Do you know this person?
Officer what, sir?
Covello, do you know this person?
Officer Covello, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I don't have to answer any of your questions.
You do!
But let me show you the law here. It's Tech
Okay.
Lines versus Danforth.
Okay, but you are here still on the freeway.
What,
Are
this
you
is
an
legal.
emergency?
Look it up. Look
You're
it
not
up.
allowed to be on the freeway. It's
I
an
am allowed
emergency
to.
stop
This
on
is
the
about
freeway.
obstruction. I put this in my trifold. This is my company right here. This is for me.
It's here. I think we should take a step back and try to remember what's even Chili's pretend goal. All of this stress and another cop called in for what? So the guy pulled over still gets a speeding ticket? The cops are the only ones here actually referencing current codified law that exists, so any points Chili is trying to make are unfounded. Even in some hypothetical, we say that Mississippi case law from 1940 1943 can be used in California and he's citing the case law correctly in its application, does he expect the cops to know that? That they should have been like, oh yeah, Tetchlines versus Danforth, 1943 in Mississippi, that supersedes our state statutes, so you're free to go now. No, he just wants a pointless argument to film so he can lie to his viewers that he actually took the fat W. Please don't look up the laws. Don't check the laws. Don't fact check me, please. Don't do that. At the end of the day, if Chili DeCastro truly wanted the betterment of police, he would take his fight up with lawmakers and state legislature, not traffic cops who are following the actual state law. But you know what? Chili doesn't do that, which is why he has outstanding warrants for his arrests and has missed court dates for charges he gets in these videos. He doesn't actually want to show up and make a persuasive case for law changes because this is about the online career and the videos. So don't buy into the theatrics that he plays up in these police interactions, supposedly in the name of justice. Yeah, I bet.
And there will be more coming. This is just kind of the start of the interaction. Next, you're going to see what Chili's response to this video was. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Go check out GunnarTV. He has a lot of really great content. I really enjoy his channel. I'm sure you will too. I will catch you guys on the next one. I hope you have a great night.